For several seconds he was struck dumb, registering but not understanding the terrible sight in front of him. Nadia wasn't moving. She was just standing there, her pale eyes wide open yet utterly sightless. Then, as he watched, she gradually slid down the side of the bed and disappeared from view. A man in a snarling wolf mask that covered his whole head stood in her place. In one gloved hand he held the blood-stained knife that had just been used on Nadia. It glinted wickedly in the light from the overhead lamp. Behind the mask, the man's eyes were wide and staring. Sir Henry opened his mouth to cry out, terror surging through him, but a gloved palm was slammed hard across it. Then, very slowly, the bloody knife moved towards his face until the tip of the blade took up his whole field of vision. "Do you want me to cut your eye out?" asked the man in the mask. His voice was harsh and guttural. Sir Henry recognised the accent as Northern Irish. Sir Henry made desperate no noises under the glove. He shut his eyes as the blade advanced, felt it touch the skin of his eyelid. "I'm going to remove my hand now," continued the man, his tone even, almost conversational. "If you scream, I'll blind you. Do you understand?" Sir Henry's muffled yeses seemed to convince him, and he took away both the hand and the blade in one movement. "Please don't kill me," Sir Henry begged, hugely aware of his utter helplessness. God, he should have known that this would happen. These people were animals, and somehow he'd allowed himself to get involved with them. It was like some kind of terrible nightmare. "We hear you're getting cold feet, Sir Henry," continued the man in the wolf mask, running the blade gently down his belly, scraping up Nadia's blood. No, I'm not, I swear." "Don't lie. If you lie, you lose an eye. Do you understand that?" Yes, I understand, I do." "Good. I executed the girl so you'd know to take what I say seriously." "There was no need to do that. I would have taken you seriously." Sir Henry had a feeling that the man was smiling behind the mask. "No," he said. "I don't think you would have done. But you do now, don't you? If I can kill a young woman, imagine what I could do to you, or your wife, or your daughter. What's her name? Jane, isn't it?" He twirled the tip of the blade through the mass of Sir Henry's pubic hair. "She's a pretty thing. I saw her coming out of your house the other day. Yes, very pretty." At the mention of his daughter, Sir Henry felt his guts clench savagely. At that moment, incredibly, he didn't even think about the knife. "Please, not Jane. Hurt me instead if you have to, but leave her alone, I'm begging you." "There's really no point in begging, Sir Henry. If I have to, I'll slaughter your family one by one and feed you the pieces." "What do you want?" "I want you to answer all of my questions truthfully. One mistake." He paused, the blade touching the base of Sir Henry's penis. "And I start cutting." "I'll tell the truth, I swear it." And he meant it too. Once again he was gambling, making the snap judgment that he was better off to them alive, not dead, and guessing that they knew everything anyway. "Good. Now, you've been getting cold feet, haven't you?" Sir Henry nodded vigorously. Yes, I have. But I haven't spoken to anyone, I promise. I went to Kensington Police Station and I went inside, but I came back out again 5 minutes later because I knew that it was too risky to say anything. It's just that I'm terrified things are going to go wrong and I'm going to get caught." "There's no need to be," said the man in the mask, his tone surprisingly sympathetic. "I'm looking after the operation, and it won't go wrong on my watch. But you were right not to say anything. It would have cost you your family." He removed the knife from Sir Henry's crotch and bent down, lifting up Nadia's corpse by its long auburn hair. "And you can see that now, can't you? What happens if you attempt to..."